You've experienced the frustration of sleeping for 8 hours only to wake up exhausted, while someone else might sleep for 6 and feel completely energized. This exhaustion is caused by fragmented sleep. When the brain is forced out of its natural rhythm, it cannot complete the recovery cycles necessary for restoration. Stress and blue light exposure keep the brain in a high alert state, suppressing the crucial melatonin required to descend into deep sleep and the REM stages where emotional processing occurs. To solve this, we are going to build a personalized morning clarity schedule designed to mathematically engineer your rest. For this exercise, you need a physical pen and a piece of paper. Put your smartphone away, as digital tools interfere with this process. Achieving peak cognitive function in the morning requires deliberate control over the environmental inputs your brain receives before you go to sleep. The first step is calculating your optimal alarm time using the 90-minute sleep cycle rule. On your paper, write down the exact time you must wake up tomorrow morning at the very bottom of the page. Establish your bedtime by counting backward from that wake-up time in strict 90-minute blocks. This chart shows the breakdown for 4 or 5 full cycles. Aim for exactly 6 or 7.5 hours of sleep. Identify the time that allows for these full cycles and write it at the top of your paper as your lights out time. If you go to bed even 15 minutes late, your alarm will likely go off during a deep sleep phase. This interruption of the cycle is what creates that heavy feeling of morning brain fog. Precise alignment with these 90-minute intervals ensures you wake up at the lightest point of your sleep cycle, allowing for immediate mental clarity. The second milestone is protecting those sleep cycles using a 3-2-1 timeline. Below your lights out time, write down 3 specific timestamps by counting backward: 3 hours, 2 hours, and 1 hour before bed. Starting 3 hours before your lights out time, stop consuming large meals. At the 2-hour mark, halt high-stress activities to let your nervous system wind down. When you reach the final hour, eliminate all blue light exposure. Blue light suppresses the production of melatonin, which keeps the brain in a shallow, fragmented state. Without this hormonal trigger, your brain fails to progress into the REM cycles needed for cognitive recovery. This timeline serves as a biological shield, ensuring your brain can successfully transition from wakefulness into deep recovery. The final step is the cognitive offloading routine, performed during the last 20 minutes of your blue light blackout. Use your paper to write down tomorrow's tasks, any stresses you're carrying, and random thoughts. The physical act of writing with a pen forces your mind to slow down, providing immediate relief by moving mental clutter onto the page. Do not use a digital app for this. Typing involves notifications and light that will increase your stress levels and disrupt the melatonin you've built up. Physically dumping these thoughts onto paper shifts the brain from a state of high alert into the smooth electrical patterns of relaxation. This is the transition from stress-induced beta waves to the relaxed alpha waves required for sleep. By documenting these thoughts, you provide the neurological trigger that allows your brain to finally power down for the night. Look at the paper in front of you. This is your completed morning clarity schedule. You now have a mathematically derived bedtime, a behavioral timeline to protect your sleep, and a tool to clear your mind. Put this into practice tonight. Set your alarm, follow the wind-down sequence, and offload your stress onto the page. Return tomorrow and share your results in the comments. We want to know how it feels to wake up with a clear mind. Waking up with absolute clarity is no longer a matter of luck. It is a deliberate, repeatable system that you can now control.